Greetings from the Denver airport. Today is Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. It is 9:12 a.m. Mountain Time. And outside it'd be about 56 degrees Fahrenheit. This is Concourse A. I'm on a layover. I've done several videos of the Denver airport before, but I wanted to show some of the construction that's underway or little things that have changed. You can see this area here is like a lot of seats. This is where I camped out for the past hour or so. Random little table that someone, I don't know if you call it a table, random block that someone dragged over here. So I had my laptop on there and was just there for about an hour and a half. This thing right here is where one set of escalators used to be on this level of the concourse. I assume they're still going to have escalators there and it's just under construction. If you want to actually exit to the terminal, you can walk that way in lieu of taking the train station that is all the way down below. Down here is where the actual food court type area would be. I think if you go that way, that's where the McDonald's and KFC, Pizza Hut, a few other places are. And right down there where it says A gates, that's the train. That's either going to go toward the terminal or toward Concourse B and C. The artwork of the future mode of transportation. Years ago when I first started doing my layovers in Denver, I would advocate for people who had long layovers overnight, or even just in general, if they wanted to catch a nap, to come up to this level and rest. And there used to be a few seats, like you might see, 4 chairs or something, but then there's a lot of open area where you could just literally lay on the ground, or in that corner there, I've done a couple of videos showcasing the dedicated sleep area. So that area still exists, but some of the changes they've made over time is they've added a lot more overflow seats. These probably used to be at certain gates. They probably weren't using the seats anymore, so they just put them up here. So more areas for people to kind of just sit down and unwind. Here's that sleep area. I haven't slept in this particular area in many years, since whenever the last video you would have seen are. At nighttime it's usually more crowded. During the day there's some openings, I can spot at least 5 or 6 or more that are currently open. But yeah, all these seats that are here weren't here previously. I mean, they actually have been for over the past maybe year or so, but I mean back in the day. There's a glimpse of some of that food court area. There's also that Panda Express and I believe a coffee shop. But there are some more renovations. I think in my videos in the past when I would showcase this, I would say if you came up this escalator here and then you would turn opposite the direction I'm walking now. But if you're coming up that escalator now, they recently added a golf den. It's like a virtual golf simulation thing, open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Because you used to be able to, where I started this video, on this end there was an equivalent thing. You could sit there and look out the window to the rest of Concourse A. They're doing more renovations on Concourse A. This is where pretty sure where the Dunkin' Donuts and something else used to be. And then I'm not going to go all the way down this way, but I'm just trying to give a vibe. From what I gathered is gate, looks like this is A1 to A39 going this way. This area looks like it's still under construction. You can see they're trying to do renovations on the middle areas where they probably are going to put future dining areas, but they have already changed some stuff. I noticed some of the food places, bakery and cafe, bagel deli, they're doing a good job of modernizing it. And some of these gates, I'm not sure if they've upgraded them yet, but if you keep on going down, I think they're going to be doing some long-term work on some of these areas. Definitely a newer vibe to some of this. Actually, maybe they won't put a restaurant here since you've got the escalator, not escalator, people mover.
2789 was service to Reno. We are now going on the 76, and then we are going on also the country flight 2789 to Reno at gate A76.
But the connecting flight that I'm taking to Cleveland is on the opposite side. I think it's like gate A56. So let's head on down that way. And when I came from that way earlier, it seemed like the renovations and upgrades in that area were completed. So they've done a pretty good job, at least in Concourse A, renovating in phases over time without causing too much disruption, in my opinion. I mean, it's taken a bit of time, but that phased approach, so they're not having to like have a massive shutdown of the concourse. Like I remember a couple of years ago, these escalators were down, so you had to figure out alternative ways to get up or down. Sometimes late at night. I think this McDonald's is one of the few 24/7 places open, so you can get a late night McDonald's snack here. And this is where that escalator is, where they have the... I showed this at the start of the video. You can see through that they're doing some work there. They probably are still doing a bit of work on this side though, now that I think about it, because you can see like the different carpeting areas. That's old carpeting. This is new style carpeting that's been put in. And then a lot of the electronic charging stations. You can see the charge here. It's one of those things where if you are a frequent traveler to the Denver airport, you should probably notice the changes I'm referring to. But then you can see like they are in progress of probably doing a few upgrades, like gate A44 right there. They're doing some work on it right now, probably installing the future television screens to show what departures are happening from that gate. Same thing with gate A46, so much of that side still under renovations, but it looks like they're getting close to finishing that up. And you got the Denver Central Market right here. And I did do a dedicated video not too long ago about the dedicated Frontier wing for Frontier Airlines, which is down here. So earlier I came from that direction where most of the gates are, but it looks like, if I have my thing correct, my plane should be in these few gates.
Attention on the concourse, this is a final call for all ticket passengers for Frontier Flight 2789 with services to Reno. If you haven't boarded, please make your way down to gate 876. Again, this is the final call for all ticketed passengers for Frontier Flight 2789 with service to Reno at gate 876. We will be closing in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Yes, A56. So that's all the way, I think, down at the end.
Attention on the A concourse, we are looking for Brian O'Neill, John Christopher Carrier, Alexis Alexander. If you heard your name, please head to gate 843 for immediate board into Montreal as doors will close in the next 2 minutes and will not reopen.
And down this way, they still don't have many, like, shops, if any, open. They do have a mirror that you can see yourself as you're passing by. And then A56 all the way down at the end. Still a bit early, so there may not be anybody or a big crowd here, but they do have the charging stations too. Nice big open space. And eventually they'll have a snack shop here. But if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.